I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going
Viral.
Yep.
Hey, so I spent the last hour crying. Can you see how red my eyes are? I don't know if you can see
Oh my
through.
God. Yeah, I see
You
him.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like crazy, man.
You cried for the last hour?
I've been crying for the last hour. Yeah. I just wanted to talk.
All right. What is it? I mean, what happened?
Tears of sweat. Tears
Okay.
of sweat. I've been working out.
Okay, so you're working out and the tears, the sweat gets in your eyes and makes you cry.
Yes. Yes.
So this is purely physiological, not emotional. Or is it
Correct.
emotional?
Well, there's a little emotion in there in the workout. I was running along a beach, doing my Spartan workout, my obstacle course training, and running on a beach, especially when the sand's very soft. Holy crap. That was crazy.
So
So here's what I found out, though. Well, I guess I always knew this, but I'm a medium high sweater.
medium high.
Yeah.
So
Medium high
here,
sweater.
there. Okay. How did you know?
Yeah, I'm not like, I don't know, just compared to other people, I guess. I'm curious, like, what kind of sweater are you? Are you like see, some people like sweat, like they just look at you and immediately they start getting drenched. I know someone like that. Unbelievable. I used to do martial arts with this guy. Within the first 2 minutes, drenched in sweat. Like you couldn't even touch him. It was like slippery. It was gross, really. But and then some people don't sweat at all. So I was just curious, where are you on the sweat scale?
So you self-diagnosed yourself as a medium to high sweater.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's self-diagnosed. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and self-diagnose me. I think I'm medium to low. I'm like a 4 maybe. Maybe yeah, give me a 4.
When do
As
you
far
break a
as
sweat typically? Like when you work out?
when I get hot.
When you get hot? Okay. So
um,
when you work out, though, you normally break a sweat.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
You know, if we're talking about sweat, I find myself sometimes I'll have my arms up and I'll be waiting to perform or mainly perform, and all of a sudden it's dripping on, and that's not a physical. I mean, that's not a physiological. I think that's more of a emotional, mental, maybe
Well,
sweat.
it's psychosomatic, right? It's your it's your mental state or your nervousness creating a physiological response. Yeah.
Now, why do you sweat? Is there some physiological? I need to stay alive, kind of. I don't know what.
I don't know either. Maybe if you sweat, you become slippery, so it makes you easier to slip away from danger. I really don't know why.
Like your karate
Or
guy.
we overheat. Well, see, the purpose of sweat is to cool us off, right? The purpose of sweat is condensation cools us off. That's the real reason why we sweat.
Oh, okay. So then if I'm in an air conditioned place and I'm waiting to perform, let's say, and I'm dripping, I'm cool. I'm not hot. It's nothing like that. It is just that I'm sweating because I'm nervous. Could it be a mental thing, an emotional thing?
I would think so. Yeah, it's got to be something that's connected from your brain to your sweat glands. That maybe
So
your brain's overheating, and therefore your body starts sweating. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Well, let's look at it. I mean, your idea is that we are slippery when we're sweaty, and by being slippery, we can't be caught. So if we're in the jungle and we're running from the lion, we get all sweaty. The lion can't claw us because it's slipping right off. I mean, that could happen. I think it has. I mean, personally, I don't know, but I think it has something to do with something physiologically staying alive. How do we stay alive?
Yeah, yeah. But I really do think it's a cooling mechanism mainly. Now, why we sweat when we get nervous, that's a little harder to explain because you're not physically hot. Maybe you're in a heightened state of awareness. You're in a heightened state
Right.
of alertness.
Your body's saying, get rid of this water so that you're lighter. So when you run from this, you're able to be lighter.
Or maybe when you run, when you have to dodge tomatoes and run from the audience or something, that would be me. I'd have to figure out when I start getting the jeers and the boos, how do I protect myself?
Yeah. So when you started off and you said, "Can you see my eyes? I've been crying." I thought it was an emotional cry. It was a physiological cry. So when did you last physiologically cry or emotionally cry?
I don't remember, to be
Oh
honest.
my,
I really don't. It doesn't happen that often.
really? Why do you think
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't even remember. I'm trying to think of the last time. It really, it's not a usual occurrence, man. I don't just wake up and cry. I don't, it's not part of my morning routine.
What about a song? A song you hear doesn't make you cry? A
No.
great ribeye steak that you've cooked and marinated and then you eat it? No?
Oh, okay. Onion. Last time I cut up an onion, I cried. I remember that.
That was what I was going to ask you when you said, "Look at my eyes; they're all bloodshot." I've been crying. I'm like, what about like a movie? You've seen a movie and that makes you cry. I know you like horror films, so I mean,
Yeah, that probably happened. I just can't remember the last one that I saw. Um, yeah, I really can't.
are you missing
Yeah,
out?
I
Or
cry tears of sweat. That's my thing. I cry tears of sweat mostly.
yeah, you say you stay within this realm of life. You don't get too high, you don't get too low, and emotionally crying is pretty low, right? And
Or high.
or high, right? Oh, by all means. So do you think that you're? I mean, we've talked about this, but do you think that you're missing that the crying of either high or low?
Nah. To be honest, am I missing? I don't know. Am I missing it? Do you? Well, you've got a bigger spectrum, right? You've got a bigger. You
I
go higher
try.
on the highs, lower on the lows than I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Um, uh, all right. All right. I'll answer that. Yes. I do not miss crying. I love crying. I went to a seminar and I cried like the whole weekend, which is great. It was wonderful. Afterwards, I was tired. However, I was so light. So you have tear ducts in your eyes, okay? And if you don't use them, they don't work, right? It's like not using this muscle after a while, and it just becomes atrophied. So my question to you is, I don't know if it's a muscle, it's a tear duct. Uh, my question to you is, was it difficult for you to cry with the sweat tears?
No, that was pretty easy.
All right. So when you take some time off working out, do you like put dust in your eyes so that they cry? Or I'm being facetious. I'm being absolutely
Yeah,
facetious.
yeah. No, dude. That's so silly. I don't use dust. I use talcum powder.
Oh,
And if I'm out of that, I use baby powder. Johnson and Johnson only. It's the only brand I
really?
take. Every now and
Not
then,
the
equate brand.
not the monkey butt powder.
No,
All right. So you only cry when it's sweat tears. All right. All right. I
eh,
mean,
maybe I'm out of practice. It's okay. But crying takes so much energy, doesn't it? You said you felt tired after you cry, right? Isn't that one of those things that just drains you?
oh yeah.
Literally, like it,
Oh my
it
God.
literally, emotionally, and physically drains you.
Just like sweating. Sweating drains you. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe all these things that we have that we're sweating and we're teary eyeing and we're expelling water. So maybe the body's just trying to dehydrate itself.
Maybe it's
Why would
draining out the bad stuff. It's draining out weakness and bad emotions, and maybe that's the how it does it.
oh,
Ooh,
through water. Um,
we need to sweat cry more often,
or emotionally cry.
or
How
cry sweat.
about they have laughter yoga. What about like crying
What?
yoga? They have laughter yoga.
I've
Laughter
never heard of.
yoga. Yeah,
How do
check
you
it out.
laugh and do yoga at the same time? That makes like,
Uh,
doesn't yoga require like concentration? And don't you have to be serious with yoga?
this one you laugh. It starts off as being like fake laugh, like we're gonna laugh, ha 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 ha,
Ah,
and then it builds into real laughter, and laughter is contagious, and all of a sudden everybody's laughing, and let's reach our toes, laughing
are they telling jokes? Are they showing airplane on a big screen? Like how do they make people laugh?
check it out. My thing is, could there be, or do they have? They probably do have. They have everything with yoga. Goat yoga and hamster yoga and you know, bison yoga. I don't know about bison yoga.
bison.
What about like crying yoga, or you go in and you just cry. Let's all cry together.
Who wants to go somewhere and cry? Isn't that depressing? Usually.
You feel so good afterwards. Who wants to go do yoga? I mean, granted, yoga's good. Who wants to do some physical activity they don't like to do, and they go and they do it, and afterwards they're like, "I'm so glad I did my Spartan workout on the beach today, and I had sweat tears."
So you want crying at the workout? Got it. I'm Josh.
Odd places going viral.
Viral.